Hi guys, welcome to episode 11 of the Liverpool career mode. I have a slightly shorter post-com video here for you guys. As you can see on screen, Yaros has accepted his loan to Swansea City, so he's going. And then we get a monthly scouting report, so I just tend to accept as many of the talents as possible, with dynamic potential being as it is. Like if anyone has a decent in a in a in a in a in a in a last episode, I don't think I'll be using too many youth academy players in the actual games. But as you can see, we've got the Norwich game coming up, and then just a couple of days after the Norwich game, we have a Champions League game. So obviously, we need to try and rest as many people as possible. As you can see on screen, we give Robbo, Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Henderson all rests. And then in terms of the other positions, we go with a pretty normal front three. And then Thiago, Matip, Trent, and Alisson keep their places. I didn't want to change everything for this game, obviously, but I needed to make a few changes, predominantly in midfield. But as you guys are about to see, this game did not go as well as it could have done for some reason. Norwich get a really early chance there. It's a good save from his hands. So luckily, we got a bit lucky there. And as you can see, Trent running all the way down the wing gives the ball inside to Salah, and for some reason I passed it with Salah. I don't really know if that was on. Thought maybe the pass could have been a bit better, but maybe I should have just shot across goal. We have another chance here. Mane in behind this time. Sam Byron literally running in the mud. And Mane again just can't quite find someone with a cutback. Firmino manages to pick up the pieces. It was a good save from Tim Krul. There wasn't really many chances in the first half, but in the second half, Norwich came out all guns blazing, and straight away they have the ball here, managing to. I don't really know how this worked. Obviously, if they guessed the ball must have come off Kanate and gone back to him, and we are 1-0 down at Anfield. We haven't lost a game all season in the Premier League. We're currently completely unbeaten, if you guys remember. So as you see, just watch the replay. It comes in here, and I think Kanate just for some reason passes it backwards. So that's a bit unfortunate. And then pretty much straight away, they go past Kanate again, and a really, really dodgy finish from Lys Melu, and it goes past Alisson and goes in. So as you can see on the replay here, I don't really know what Alisson's doing. It's not his finest moment. He saved us on so many occasions this year, but this one here, you'd really expect him to save this, or at least push it out for a corner or something. But it's just gone through him. So I'm down, 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 down. Midway into the second half, and they just go through again. And I don't really know what's going on with my team at the moment. They just keep going straight through us, and unfortunately, Alisson once again makes another error, and this time we're 3-0 down. He just palmed it straight back out, and that is another goal for Norwich. We're currently 3-0 down at home. I made a lot of attacking changes to try and make it better. Thiago hits the bar here, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's just not going to be our day. I think as soon as that happened, I took Thiago off just in frustration. But we tried to play out the back here because we've got so many players forward, and we can't win the header, basically. Can't get my words out, just how poor this performance has been. Norwich, play from 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 Norwich. But terrible from us, just trying to play out the back is not our best strong point. If you have got so many players forward, it doesn't work as well. So I just tried to lump it forward, and of course Salah's not going to win that header. We did bring on Divock Origi to try and just put more numbers up top. He couldn't quite win the ball there, but it goes straight back to Mane, and it's a great save from Krul. It just hasn't been our day. We really need to score soon if we're going to have any chance of getting back into this game. 4 goals in 10 minutes is going to be tricky at the best of time, but as soon as I missed that, I just knew it was curtains. They go down the other end, and thankfully we just about managed to win the ball back. We then try and send Origi off again. But he actually gives it into Firmino, and then Firmino with a nice classic back heel from him. Origi with a good finish. It's all come a little bit too late. 85th minute, 4-1 down. There's really no hope for us now. However, there were still to be a lot more chances in this game. I was going on the instructions, trying to prompt our team to, get forward a bit more, press the ball back, which we managed to do. Origi wins it Eventually, the ball falls to Origi, and he runs straight through one-on-one with Krul, and unfortunately, it's a really good save from Krul. And in my haste of pressing with about two players, I win the ball back, and Divock Origi can't quite finish this one. And because, as you can see, we've got 8 players forward and only 2 back plus the keeper, they run straight through and the bar, the bar, the bar, the bar, the bar. But really poor. I went long with the goal kick just to see if we could get another goal back. And literally, I should never go long. It just doesn't suit Liverpool's style of play. They crossed the ball in, I believe, and they had a really good chance with Billy Gilmore to get the 5th, but luckily they didn't, and that would be the end of the game. We lose our first match in the Premier League this season. Really, really poor. As you're about to see on the stats, it was a completely justified loss. We were really poor. We had fewer shots than Norwich. We had terrible shot accuracy. They had better expected goals than us. They had better pass accuracy. It was just a really poor game from us in general. And we have a massive game in the Champions League coming up. So this is the team I am going to take into the Champions League. As you can see on screen, a few players are a little bit tired. Obviously, I had to play the likes of Mane, Salah for the whole game. Trent, of course, because I couldn't take them off. Cater, and Hendo and Fabinho come in to make a completely new midfield. The midfield last game just didn't work for some reason. Thiago, Milner, and I can't remember who the other one was. Maybe it was Elliott. But obviously Van Dijk and Gomez come back in as well, and Robbo. So we really need a comeback this game. Villarreal playing quite an interesting team. I don't know why Coquelin's playing left midfield, but sometimes they're doing that on FIFA. Cater played very well this game, putting Mane in behind early on. Just couldn't quite get on to the end of this, but the ball does come out to Hendo. It's quite a tame shot. Then Salah gets the ball, gets a really good chance, and somehow the ball just sort of flaps into the bar. Another save, another save, another save, another save, another save, another save from their keeper. So a bit of carnage in the box to start with, but it was a good sign from us. We needed to play a little bit better with our attacking play. To only score 1 versus Norwich is terrible, and obviously conceding 4 is even worse. As I'm saying this, Gerard Moreno ran straight through and they hit the bar. So both of us have hit the bar within the first 25 minutes. Into the second half now, there weren't too many chances, but they could have easily been through there if Van Dijk didn't manage to muscle off Gerard Moreno, I think. And then straight down the other end, Fabinho gives it to Mane. Mane really needed a goal for his confidence. He was pretty poor in the last game versus Norwich, and that's exactly what he got. He got a goal. We really needed that. As I said, it was quite a case. Teams hit the bar. Both 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 teams hit the bar. But apart from that, there really wasn't much in terms of highlights to show you guys. And then, as you can see, Mane scoring this one here, giving us the lead. If that had hit Jota, I would have been absolutely fuming if he'd been offside, which I'm sure he would have been. But thankfully, it took a deflection off the defender and went in. However, our defence, the defence for this whole episode was pretty poor. I'll let you guys know, as we'll see in a minute. Trent tries to make that tackle, can't quite. Van Dijk running back, can't get there. They hit the bar again, and this time they deserved a goal. They were creating a lot of chances, and it's Corentin Tolisso that got the tap in. Obviously, it wasn't a hard goal, but I don't know how we got counterattacked so much in this game. But now Curtis Jones was on the field. He plays the ball into Salah. And Salah, I tried to play it back into Jones, but it went to Jota. And then Jota sees Jones's run and gives it on to him, and he scores a goal. And I skipped it through, skipped the replay accidentally. But that was a really nicely worked goal. But another chance here trying to get the ball through. But unfortunately, we just get counterattacked again. Like, away from home, 2-1 up in the 83rd minute. I don't know why our team is so far forward. It makes no sense to me. I maybe should look into tactics a little bit. And they come through with Chukwueze, a player who has been linked with us a couple of times over the years. Gerard Moreno comes all the way round and gives it to Parejo. As you can see there, Trent, without Trent Alexander-Arnold on the line with 2 blocks, we would have been in serious, serious bother. Minamino gets the ball, goes charging up the other end. So often we end up creating a chance or scoring after they miss at the other end, but unfortunately Minamino couldn't pick out a man. And as you can see now, they're going through on our goal. It was just absolute end-to-end football, stoppage time now, and they have a 5-on-3. It makes no sense how attacking we were, but unfortunately it did come back to bite us. I believe that's Parejo who scored the goal to make it 2-2. As you guys can see in the stats, we were actually dramatically out of our favour. Um, I'm just about to skip through on the thing, and you'll be able to see. But in terms of the possession, the XG, the shots created, um, apart from their shot accuracy, everything else was in their favour. So yeah, and as you can see on screen, PSG beat Inter 2-1. But now we go into the Arsenal game. Firmino comes back in up top, Thiago comes back in, and Matip comes back in. So that's 3 changes since the last game. Salah, Mane, they keep their place. Trent, Robbo, back to like full fitness. And then obviously Van Dijk and Hendo and Fabinho and Ali keep their places as well. So hopefully this would be enough to get the win against Arsenal away from home would definitely be that time. We had a numerous amount of times where I got in behind and messed up the pass like I did there with Salah, but Salah would have a chance to atone himself here. He gets in behind, he plays a great pass across to Mane, and Mane unfortunately can't quite direct it goalwards. It would have been an incredible goal, like a flying volley from Mane. If that had gone in, that would have been absolutely incredible. Definitely a goal of the season contender. But we got the ball with Thiago, and he played a really good ball over to Salah. Salah was definitely having a lot of joy. For some reason, they were playing Kolasinac at left back or left wing back, I think. And then Salah this time does find a man, Henderson, but he hit the post, which was pretty unfortunate. Trent takes a corner here and he gets the ball back, and this is just such a fantastic pass to the back post, and Mane, unbelievable header in off the post. I think it was in off the post. It might just to find Mane at the back post, completely unmarked. So that was a really satisfying goal to score. Into the second half now, and Mane in behind. He's in behind Cedric. I don't know why they were playing their second choice fullbacks against us. If Salah and Mane are playing against you, you definitely want your best fullbacks playing. So I'm surprised that Tomiyasu and Tierney didn't play. But Mane managed to get in behind and score another one across goal. His form this episode has been very up and down. He was terrible in the Norwich game, but he's been really good in the last 2 games. So at least, it's sort of mirrors real life. He can sometimes play absolutely amazingly, and sometimes he could have a terrible performance. So at least you could say FIFA's realistic in terms of that. We tried to play Firmino in, and Gabriel actually won it, but the ball sort of ends up at Firmino's feet with a poor touch, and Salah follows his pass. Always good players do that. They think about the next step, where they're going to get to, and how they're going to get a chance. And Firmino is just such a selfless football player. I don't know why Gabriel's taking a touch there. He's got to clear it first time, but we will absolutely take that. We go 3-0 up around the 60-minute mark, and bar for an absolute collapse, we'll win this game. However, as you guys can see, the collapse could potentially have started on the 60th minute. Nicola Pepe getting a goal, and I was a bit worried. I made a few subs. I got some fresh legs on. As you can see, Harvey Elliott came on for Thiago, and we had an episode a couple of episodes ago where Harvey Elliott literally ran the whole pitch off a corner and played it across for Divock Origi, and he tried the same here, dinked into the far post. Firmino won the header, but unfortunately it was a really good save from Leno. And then now in the 86th minute, Pepe's running in behind. Van Dijk tries to clip the ball back, but Robbo's never going to win that header. I don't really know what he was thinking. Aubameyang gets so much space in the middle, and it's a really good finish from him. And now with 2 or 3 minutes on the clock plus stoppage time, it's 3-2, and I could have absolutely bottled it. Take Mane off for Jota, but thankfully the score would remain the same. We did deserve this game, I must say. We had a lot more XG. We had better dribble success, nearly similar pass accuracy. Both sides pretty poor on the shooting accuracy, but we definitely deserved this win. We had double the amount of shots that they had. So yeah. And to round off the episode, we had an FA Cup fixture. They were playing a pretty strong team. A lot of players that I'm actually interested in, or we've been linked with in real life, the likes of Watkins, John McGinn, Ramsey's on the bench, I imagine. But yeah, I was playing a very rotated side pretty much. Origi, Minamino, Adeyemi playing on the right. I like a left footer to cut in off the right. Then obviously Jones, the Ox, Milner. As you can see, it's a very rotated side. Pretty much everyone across the field in goal as well. We've got Kelleher instead of Allison, of course. So all in all, a very changed side, and we almost matched them pretty much the whole game, which was surprising. I wasn't expecting us to be so good. As you can see, winning that header there allowed us to sort of lay the ball off with Origi. It's a great finish from Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's been really good. I've said it before. He's been really good in the Carabao Cup and in the FA Cup. He definitely deserves a little bit more of a shot in other games. Been trying to bring him on more for the likes of Thiago and Hendo, but it's quite hard when you've got Jones and Elliott upcoming. And as you can see, Man City are losing to Everton, which are really good if they get knocked out. And Arsenal were drawing with Fleetwood Town, which is a pretty poor result. As you can see, it's 2-0 on the screen. I accidentally didn't record the second goal, but I'll show you guys it at the end in the highlights. It was actually a debut goal for someone, or not a debut goal, but like a first goal for someone in our team. But as you can see, Villa did get one back to go to 2-1 there. I think Kelleher should have probably done a little bit better with that. 2-1 with 15 minutes to go. Villa were creating a lot of chances, but Kelleher does really well there to save the ball, and Tsimikas manages to get it cleared. And then we win the ball here with, I think that was that Minamino on the left wing? I can't remember who it was. But then Peter Clayton, the youth academy graduate, goes clear, tries to clip it back into someone else, but it ends up falling at Jones's feet, and he smashes it off the bar. And Minamino's ruled offside there. But here is the goal, as you can see. Jones puts the ball in, and it is that man, Karim Adeyemi, his first goal for the club, I believe. Just showing you from a different angle here. It's a really nice pass from Jones, and then just as I slow it down into slow motion, Adeyemi is literally into the roof of the net before Martinez can do anything. It's been a bit of a mixed episode. Obviously, we lost 4-1 to Norwich. It was our first loss in the league this season, and then obviously we had that 2-2 draw with Villarreal in the UCL, so we really need to do well in the second leg. If not, the board will not be happy with us if we get knocked out in the round of 16. And then we did win against Arsenal and Villa, but we conceded in both games, as you can see. So it's a huge game next episode. We've got the likes of West Ham, Spurs in the FA Cup, Villarreal, and United. So 4 really big games in a row. So I hope we'll do a lot better in that episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next episode will be live. It will not be post-com. So hopefully you will enjoy that. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you've got any ideas or suggestions or anything you want to know about the series. And yeah, subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.